right, we're going to get into Matthew chapter 10. And when he called him, and when he called his 12 disciples to him, he gave them power over unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all kinds of sickness and all kinds of disease. So I'm definitely going to say this is something that he did, right? He called them, and then he gave them power. Now the names of the 12 apostles are these. First, Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother John, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the tax collector, James the son of Alphaeus, and Lebbaeus, whose surname was Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent out and commanded them, saying, "Do not go into the way of the Gentiles, and do not enter a city of the Samaritans, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as you go, preach the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out demons freely. You have received, freely give." So I'm going to put this in green. Verse 7 and 8. All the way. Let's just do this here, because it looks like we're getting a whole assignment here, right? So, provide neither gold nor silver, and nor copper in your money belts. Verse 10, nor bag for your journey, nor 2 tunics, nor sandals, nor staffs, for a worker is worthy of his food. Now, whatever city or town you enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and stay there till you go out. And when you go into a household, greet it. If the household is worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it is not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whoever will not receive you, nor hear your words, when you depart from that house or city, shake off the dust from your feet. Assuredly, I say to you, it will be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Sounds like a warning. Behold, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. Therefore, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. That we're definitely underlining. Because as Christians, we need to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves at all times. But a lot of times when I hear the word but, I feel like there's also caution that comes with that. Beware of men. But beware of men. This is in verse 17 here. For they will deliver you up to councils and scourge you in your synagogues. You will be brought before governors and kings for my sake, as a testimony to them and to the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, do not worry about how or what you should speak, for it will be given to you in that hour what you should speak. This is such a comforting verse for me. So I'm going to put it as a command in green. Verse 19. To not worry. But I'm also going to take, when I do like double, I like to maybe have some on the side here. Just so it's like, this is still comforting. Even though it's a action to do, it's still comforting to me. Verse 20. For it is not you who speak, but the Spirit of your Father who speaks in you. Now, brother will deliver up brother to death, and a father his child, and the children will rise up against parents and cause them to be put to death. And you will be hated by all for my name's sake, but he who endures to the end will be saved. So I'm going to take the orange and put like a dot near verse 21. But I'm going to put here, definitely underlining verse 22. You will be hated for my name's sake. But I want to put in yellow, because this is something to memorize, I believe, that he or she, right, who endures to the end will be saved. When they persecute you, which means that it will happen, right? Verse 23, when they persecute you in this city, flee to another. For assuredly I say to you, you will not have gone through the cities of Israel before the Son of Man comes. A disciple is not above his teacher, nor a servant above his master. It is enough for a disciple that he be like his teacher, and a servant his master. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more will they call those of his household? Therefore, do not fear them. Sounds like a action, right? We are not to fear them. Okay? Yes, Lord. Therefore, do not fear them, for there is nothing covered that will not be revealed, and hidden that will not be known. I like to think of that as a truth, right? There is nothing, I'm highlighting this in yellow, there's nothing covered that will be revealed and hidden. For there's nothing covered that will not be revealed, and hidden that will not be known. Whatever I tell you in the dark, speak in the light, and what you hear in the ear. Hello, my cat's coming to worship with us today. Oh, no. Wow. Whatever I tell you in the dark, speak in the light, and what you hear in the ear, preach on the housetops. All right, so whatever I tell you in the dark, speak in the light. So that's an action. But it's also telling us that God's going to be speaking to us, right? In the dark, God speaks. I think that's important. And what you hear in your ear from him, let's make that clear. Preach on the housetops. And do not fear those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. But rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. This is a long. Sometimes if it's really long, I like to just do this because I want to be able to read. And as you see, I am left-handed. Are not two sparrows sold? This is verse 29. Sorry, I got distracted. Are not two sparrows sold for a copper coin, and not one of them falls to the ground apart from your Father's will? But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Do not fear, therefore. You are more valuable than sparrows. I will put that in blue. At verse 31 here. Do not fear, therefore. You are more valuable than sparrows. Therefore, whoever confesses me before men, him I will also confess before my Father who is in heaven. But whoever denies me before men, him I will also deny before my Father who is in heaven. Sounds like a warning. But I also want to I want to heart this here, verse 32. It's a little, we know it's a heart. Verse 34. Do not think that I came to bring peace on earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's enemies will be those of his own household. He who loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he who loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he who does not take his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. So let's take a second for here and do a little bit of dissecting. So I think we should, well, what I'm going to do, you do what you feel called in your scriptures, but verse 34, don't think I came to bring peace on the earth. Okay, so this is, got it. For I have come to set a man against his father. So I think we should, or I will do it on mine. You do what you think you need to do. But I'm going to, here, I have come to set a man. This is what he's come to do. And then I think these are also just things that are truths. That if you love me, you're not worthy of me. I'm going to underline this in red, that you are not worthy of me. I used the wrong side. Not worthy of me. That if you love man over Jesus, You are not worthy of him. He who does not take his cross after me is not worthy of me. I'm going to put that in orange as a warning. He does not take his cross is not worthy. He who finds his life will lose it, and he who loses his life for my sake will find it. He who receives you receives me, and he who receives me receives him who sent me. He who receives a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward, and he who receives a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whoever gives one of these little ones only a cup of water in the name of a disciple, assuredly I say to you, he shall by no means lose his reward. Amen.